game. I played like a couple games off stream with Ren, Aster, and Wilson for a little bit, and I was like, oh, this is fun. This is actually pretty fun. And I guess for reference, you know, I played a lot of Bomberman when I was younger on my DS at the time, because that was one of the few games that I had gotten. So it really, when playing Bomberman for the event, was like super nostalgic for me, and it genuinely, for some reason, just made me really happy, because it was something, I don't know, it really reminded me of like when I was a kid and I would like hang out with my grandma and stuff like that, and I would just be sitting around, we'd play games and stuff like that, and it brought back a lot of really fond memories for me. And yeah, I think that was why I was like, you know, this is fun. So obviously going into it, I was like, oh, you know what, I'm chilling, we're chilling. And then, okay, oh my god, I don't even remember which round this was. This is like the first game of the second round. It was crazy, because I obviously wasn't expecting to be top 2, or like last 2, in a 1v1 situation. And for the record, I still don't know who uses the username Panyonyope, and I was like, oh my god, because in our practice match, they had won the practice match, like the tech check, and they are just a demon at Bomberman. So I was like, oh my god, you know what I mean? So I was genuinely terrified the entire time, and I didn't realize that I was in a 1v1 against them either. So I was like, oh shit, I gotta pull up. And I'm basically, if you go back in the VOD, I am like either dead silent or I'm like heavy breathing, as I always do. And I'm just feeling the pressure. You guys don't understand how much I popped off when I won that first one. My heart was beating out of my chest for that one. And the second we clear that, the pop off was insane.
Let's fucking go!
I had such like a crazy weight lifted off of me, and I was like, oh my god. I went instantly lightheaded, and I was like, oh my god. But that was hype. And then I watched the playback. I'm so glad people got clips of the main broadcast, because genuinely, that was such a cool fucking thing to happen, like on 6th anniversary too. And I'm super like, wow. And I guess that's the other thing, right? Like, I'm not gonna say, go out of my way and say like I'm the best Bomberman player ever, because frankly, it's just a fun party game at the end of the day, you know what I mean? But I do like the idea that like people like really believed in me, that I could have done it or taken that like certain rounds or stuff like that, and it was really fun. I made mistakes in probably like the second and third games, because I just fucked around. Me and Kagetsu were just fucking around basically. And I kind of ended up just hitting like a couple SDs on accident, and I was like, ah, whatever. But, you know, it was just a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Same thing goes to that second one against Suha. Suha is also really good. Suha and Hayun were both really good players from what I saw, and I was like, oh my god. The tweets of Clutchmark were afterwards were so fun. Yeah, I was like, damn. So after like a couple other livers were like, Claude, you're crazy. And I was like, we ball. And then I was reading Doppio saying Claude was swagging was so funny to me. And I think that is like the highlight of everything for me. Basically 3 to 5 a.m. Really fun event. Genuinely super honored to be a part of this. I don't think you guys understand how cool it is to finally join in for such a big event on like the main channel and stuff like that. And I'm very excited to see what's going to happen next. Keep in mind, by the way, and I guess admission here, those games of Bomberman were my first time playing that version of Bomberman. I didn't install the game until right before the tech check. I literally only played a couple rounds with like Ren, Aster, Wilson. We did the tech check, and then I was looking at Twitter for maybe like an hour. And then we hop into the official match. So I kind of, this is just how I roll, dude. I do this thing where I don't really practice any of this shit. I kind of just have fun, let loose. Don't worry about it too much. And if I'm in the 1v1, I focus up. You know what I'm saying? We just lock in. So yeah.